Thank you, Perez, for the introduction. Though I didn't hear you introduce me. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is very good to see all of you here. And I want to believe you're here because you want to scale your business. You want to grow your revenue. And all of us are interested in the same thing, as Perez has said. And so I'll just go right into it. Continue introducing yourself and saying what exactly you sell. Recently, I went to a networking event, and it's like people are scared of saying what they sell. You should not be scared. You should not worry. I mean, you should not feel bad saying what you sell, because selling is about providing solutions for people. It's also about ensuring that your customers succeed with your product. So if you do not tell people about it, then they don't know about it, and so they will continue having their problems, yet you have a solution that could solve it. So be free to just say, what exactly do you sell? Be as specific as possible, so that people can be clear on what it is that you sell and they can know where to find you. So I'll just start with the Perez, did you pray?
I apologize. It seems I forgot about that too. I'll get right to it. Okay, so let's pray.
So you can go ahead.
Yes, let's pray. Thank you, Lord, for giving us this day, and we pray for a very productive and helpful session today. Thank you for helping us have this community that will help us be accountable and reach our goals. Amen. Hello?
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah, so today we are here because we are launching the 20X entrepreneur community. And I will just give you a background of why 20X, why a community, and then I'll show you exactly what we shall be doing. And then I will also introduce our keynote speaker after I take you through this. And then we will have question and answers session where you can ask all the questions that you have. So I will start by, talking about the problem statement. Why did we start the 20X? What is the problem that we saw? I have been in sales for the last about 13 years. And one thing that I've been in different capacity as a salesperson, and then I've been a manager, a small unit manager, and then I've been also a country sales manager. And one of the things that I noted is that businesses, companies, salespeople struggle with low sales revenue. So every year we're all chasing to meet targets. We all want to grow our revenue. Why? Because without revenue, then there cannot be a business. So a business that is not growing in revenue, it's a business that is dying. And then we also noted that, yes, there are a lot of sales trainings. There are a lot of sales trainings and motivations that are being offered. However, you go through the sales training. So you say you go for a one-day workshop and you're very excited and you're very motivated and you're ready to go and actually double your sales for the year. Then 1 week down the line, you have forgotten and yes, you want to double your revenue or you want to triple your revenue, but then you don't even know how to go about it. So that gives a lower return on investment. The other challenge, you see, people have no problem knowing. There's a lot of information out there available for sales. If you want to know how to close a deal, that information is available all over. You can Google it. However, it is not the lack of information that makes people not achieve goals. It is the lack of execution. And why are we not able to execute? Because we are not accountable. So the lack of accountability also causes the lack of execution. And then the other problem we noted is that the salespeople lack the clear guidance and direction. So you've been inspired for that 1 day or 2 days workshop, and then after that you don't know how to go about it. And so that is the problem that we saw. And so what is our solution? Our proposed solution is a 20x community. And this is a proven process that trains and provides very competitive return on investment. And it also gives you an independent, safe space for accountability. So we are not your bosses. So we want you to do it because you want to do it. And that's why you're coming to us, so that we can keep you accountable to achieve the goal that you have set to achieve. And then we provide you with continuous coaching and mentorship. So once you've been trained, you're inspired, then there's continuous coaching and mentorship. Now, this is both ways. It's in two ways. So there's the community mentorship, the peer-to-peer mentorship, whereby each salesperson is mentoring another, and salespeople are mentoring each other. And if you notice, we are not specific in a particular, we are not picking people from just one specific industry. They're different sectors. Now, this is to enable cross-learning. So you're able to learn from what are the FMCGs doing? Why are they closing more deals? What tactics do they use? Can those be applicable in a financial services environment? If it is, you're a coach, can you apply what the insurance salespeople apply in selling insurance? So that enables the cross-learning. And then the other aspect that we have introduced is the community aspect, which I've just talked about. The community where you're like-minded, you all want to achieve the same goal, coming from different sectors, you learn from each other, there'll be sharing, so you can, just the same way you do on Facebook, where you post your comments, your thoughts, and other people comment and respond. It is not on Facebook. I'll show you the platform that you'll be using for this community. So it's a closed community, a members-only community. So you can feel safe to share your challenges, the struggles that you're going through. Say you went to meet a CEO in a company and you could not pitch because either you're not prepared, the CEO put you off. So those are the things you come and share. So once in a week, we'll be meeting whereby the coaches, that is myself and Lucy, we'll be listening to what are the challenges that you experienced last week. And if you said you're going to close, say, 100,000 in 1 week, so the question will be, why didn't you achieve the 100,000? How can we support you? How can we help you? And even other members of the community will be in this session to also share their experiences. And that way we encourage each other to achieve the goals. Okay, so that is the solution. And a continuation of this, so the 20x sales community offers you continuous training and motivation. So you're not motivated for 1 day, and then after a week, you're demotivated or you're feeling low. This is continuous because you've pre-recorded trainings, which you can go through on a daily basis. They're self-paced. We encourage you to go through at least 5 minutes every day, because that gives you inspiration and motivation to go out and close that deal and meet that client, even when you don't feel like. And then it also provides the mentorship. that you need. So myself and Lucy will be mentoring you on a weekly basis. And sometimes, depending on how we see your performance, we pick up the call and find out, why are you struggling? And how can we help you so that you can be better and you can grow in sales? And then it also provides you the accountability, because we'll be asking you, I'll show you some of the tools that you'll be using to basically post your results, your weekly results, so that we are able to see how you're performing and are able to intervene in good time. And then there's networking and collaboration and competition, a very unique combination of collaboration and competition. What do I mean by this? You see, we are in a world that requires a lot of collaboration. However, it's still competitive. So you will be able to find out within this community who is selling to the same customers that you're selling. You have different products, but your target customers are the same. So how can you collaborate? How can you have a partnership which is beneficial to both, a win-win kind of partnership, so that then you say, for example, I have somebody who is selling loans, say microfinance loans, and I am from Bismarck, where we sell insurance. How the people that the microfinance is selling to loans, those are my target customers. So how can I meet this person? And we agree that we can give premium financing to our customers, that is in Bismarck, and you, in the process, you'll be able to earn interest from our customers. And you can also open us up to your customers who need insurance. So you get that kind of collaboration. And then competition, because when you set the goals that you're going to set, we will make sure that the best, those who achieve targets are the ones who will get into the annual awards draw, whereby it is based on results. And these awards will be rewarded in 2023 at the Sales Fest event. The other thing that you shall be doing is that we are going to create a 3-month year. What I mean by that is 12 months, now we are in March. So we have 10 months remaining. 10 months can be a long time for you to lose focus. So we're going to be focusing on 3 months only. So the targets, once you set the year target, we're going to divide that into monthly and then into daily. And then we will be celebrating every 3 months, we'll be celebrating the people who have achieved their targets. And eventually, those who will emerge top will be awarded at the Sales Fest event in 2023. So this is how it works. Or rather, this is our goal for you, that we're going to have a 12 weeks year. That is 3 months year. Basically, we are saying because we have 10 months to go, it means within the next 10 months, we have about 3 years. Now, why is this? Because 3 months is short enough to keep you very engaged and focused. And it is long enough to help you, to enable you achieve some results, to be able to see results in the work that you're putting in. So let's say the first month you've just been planting. In sales, we say there's time for planting. So if you've been planting the first month, and then you start seeing some fruits in the second month, on the third month, you really harvest. So we should be able to celebrate you in 3 months, that is 12 weeks. And I'll show you some those tools that you'll be using to measure that. And then we are also, the goal is for you to be able to scale at least double your 2021 performance. But again, you have to set that goal and share with us, so that then our work is to help you achieve your goal. So this is not set for you. You set it yourself, but we encourage you to set a very audacious, bold, big one that you've never achieved before, so that then you stretch yourself to find the best self, your best self. You'll also be able to connect, as I said, with like-minded salespeople and enjoy group coaching every week, question and answers. You come with your questions and then we will answer those questions. Then we are also providing with proven methods of sales and marketing to convert leads into clients. So you could be very good at generating leads. How do you close them? Because you only say you have revenue when you have a check. If you don't have a check, you don't have business. So how do you do that? And we'll be sharing all these proven methods that we have used personally and that leads to high conversion. And then, as I've shared, create competition among the community members because there will be a reward, there will be an award. And remember, this is Sales Fest Africa is an African event to celebrate sales. So you want to be celebrated in the, in that podium because you have achieved results for yourself. Okay. So who is this community for? This community is for you if you're an entrepreneur or a salesperson. If you're not reaching your income goals and you want to start achieving your income goals, then this is for you. If you would like to reach your ambitious target in 2022, if you feel like you've plateaued, there are those people who are past performers. So you've been performing so well in the previous years, but then over the last few years or last year, you plateaued, you stagnated, and you want that push to just jumpstart your revenue. This is for you. If you're seeking a community of like-minded people who want exponential growth, then this is for you. Now, it is not for you if you're not willing to put in the work and the sacrifices that is needed. Why? Because achieving goals is not easy. It's not magic. It's not you wake up, you close your eyes and you open your eyes and you have achieved. It requires work. You need to put in the work. Our role is to guide you onto what work, because you could be so busy doing so many things, but then you're not achieving results because you're not focusing your efforts to the right work that you need to do. This community is not for you if you're not willing to be accountable to other people, because we require you to share. Why didn't you achieve the goals? Yes, you were unwell last week. At least we need to know, why are you not doing what you need to do? Number 3, it is not for you if you do not see a possibility of growing, double or even more. If you don't see that as a possibility, it is not for you. Why are we saying this? Because we want to give you value for your money. And value require that you also believe that you can. You need to see it happening. You need to see the possibility and then put in the work that is needed and be accountable to other people. So I hope by now you know whether you belong here or not. And this is how it will work. This is how the program works. So as I shared, we're going to create a 12 weeks year. So we'll be measuring our performance in 12 weeks. So our 1 year is equals 12 weeks. As I said, so this year we have at least 3 years. I hope you're getting that. So picture this, you only have 12 weeks to achieve that big goal that you want to achieve. And we'll be guiding you on this. And just an example, say you want to do 12 million this year. So we would like your 12 weeks, at least you do 40% of the whole year, at least 30 to 40% of the whole year target. You focus on doing it in 12 weeks. Why? Because I believe any goal can be achieved with any given amount of time. Why? Because you can achieve the 12 million in a year, and you can also achieve it in 3 months. It all depends with What are you willing to sacrifice? So we will be guiding you on how to break down that so that then you focus. We want laser focus for every 3 months. You want to get the results that you intend to get. So we don't have 10 months. We only have 3 months to achieve the results that we want. And that, because it is only 3 months, then you can put, you can push forward or put some things that you don't need to do right now, postpone them for another time, because you have a big goal that you want to achieve in this short period. And that's the whole aspect of the 3 months year. This is something I practiced personally when I was selling life insurance. And I wanted to do, on that year, I wanted to do 10 million. So I focused to do 3 million in the first 3 months. And so I was able to postpone everything that, would hinder me from achieving it. Any meetings, 3 months is short enough to be able to postpone things. But again, it's long enough for you to get the results that you want. And then we will be tracking weekly performance through a dashboard that only myself and Lucy, I'll be introducing her. We are the only people who will be able to see that dashboard, so you'll be free to share that. And the purpose for this is for us to be able to measure, are we achieving? Are you achieving what you intend to achieve? And how can we support you? And then there will be access to self-paced virtual masterclass courses. These are courses that we are creating every other day. So right now we have over 11 videos that you will start on, and we are creating more every week so that you're fully equipped. So these ones are self-paced, so you'll do it at your own pace. It records how much you have achieved. Every time you finish a video, it shows that it is completed, and we are able to see that you have completed, and you're also able to see that you have completed. Then there is assignments. After every video that you watch, there's an assignment which is very practical that you go and do on that particular day. Yeah, and apply the lessons practically. And then every week, which we are going to determine after this, is we'll have a 20-minute recap of the previous week, and then we'll have live question and answers for another 1 hour. So we'll have 1 hour, 20 minutes every week to just come together as a community where you ask the question. Say you went and you are trying to meet a particular customer and it's been difficult. So you just come and ask, what approach should you use, or just share what challenges did you experience and how you can do it differently. So we'll be having a lot of that every week. Then accountability with the community by leaving your comments, asking your questions, and sharing your goals in the community platform, which I'll be showing you today. And then, as I said, there's an opportunity to win an award in the annual Sales Fest. Now, note, it's not everybody who joins the community will win an award. It is those who achieve the goals. For you to get into the nominees category, you have to achieve the goal you have set to achieve. And these goals, you're going to write them immediately when you join the community. And we're going to keep them so that we're able to measure every week whether you're achieving or not. So I just want to explain a little bit about why 12 weeks year. It is more predictable than an annual year. Why? Because 1 year can be very ambiguous and many things can happen in between. And because you have 1 year, you can always push your sales activity for tomorrow because you have a whole year. But these 3 months are quite predictable. Actually, most of you already have a program for the next 3 months. So you can say, I'm not going to schedule any activities that are not geared towards sales for the next 3 months because I need to achieve this goal. And then it is short enough, as I said, to create urgency and long enough to get results. And then it gives you lesser focus. You get more focus than when it is an annual year. It also gives you structure for better execution, and we'll be showing you how to do that. And then you're able to change the tactics quickly, because we've broken them, the tactics, very well. So you can change them quickly when you see they're not working. Remember, strategy, when you put it on paper is one thing, but then when you get to execution, many things change. So you need to be able to be flexible to change that. And that is what the 3 months year gives us. Just an important reminder, this is not magic. You have to create your own magic. You're the magician, remember? So you must put in the work. We will guide you on what work to put in. We will, keep you accountable. We will push you where need be or pull you where you need to be pulled, but it's not a magic, it is work. Number 2, it's a science, and I'm a scientist. So science means that there's a process that if you follow that process, you will achieve the same results or better results. And some people may meet their targets earlier, others will take longer, but the strategy is the same and it works. So you have to be, to be committed to it, be committed to the process, and know that if you follow that process, you will get the results, those results that you've gotten, all better. And then, because it's only 12 weeks, just lay off all the distractions. Keep them off. Postpone every distraction that is on your way to enable you to just focus on this 3 months goal. After 3 months, then we'll set other goals. So for now, just lay off the distractions. So who is Eunice? Perez had asked me to introduce myself. Many of you may be knowing me, but I am a scientist, as I said. I studied chemistry and mathematics and graduated in 2004. I am a Microsoft certified system engineer. So technology is, I love technology. And so that's why you realize whatever we are doing it on technology, because technology helps us scale. It propels us to do more than you could do. And some of the courses that you'll be taking you through is how to use technology to scale your business, to enable these 3 times or 2 times growth that you want. When I am a trained trainer. So, and I was voted I was among the best trainer, actually the best ICT trainer in the organization I was working with, IAT. I remember it was 3 years in a row, I was best trainer. And then when I was selling insurance, I was among the top sales agents in the whole insurance industry. Aki annual award. Aki annual yearly award, something like that. Yeah, it's for Association of Kenya Insurers. And after I matched top as a life sales agent, I changed and joined microinsurance. And I remember the year we joined microinsurance, that year they were making about 200 million loss. And in that year, we were able to make 30 million profit. Of course, there were many things that go into that. We were a team and I was part of that team. Then 2017, I started BSmart and the online marketplace, basically creating transparency in the insurance industry to enable people buy the right insurance based on information before they buy, because many customers are complaining that they don't get to know what is covered until when there is a claim, when they're told, sorry, you're not covered. Even this morning, somebody called me and told me that somebody told them to get a cover, and when they have paid, when the company has received the check, is when the company is saying, no, it's a 1-year waiting period. So at BSmart, we make that information very clear. It's well broken down. So you compare from multiple insurance companies based on terms and conditions and also on price. Then the author of Sell Me This Pen is a book where I've shared my experience as a sales agent, what opportunities there is for salespeople, the challenges they go through, and how to overcome and how to take advantage of those opportunities. And in 2021, I helped BeSmart grow 700% number of customers. And I also authored a book, The Hits and Misses, which we launched this year. The Hits and Misses is a journey that I've shared on entrepreneurship, the challenges, especially the ones that many entrepreneurs don't share. So that is my journey. And our next coach is Lucy Mundia. She's my mentor. She's my mentor in many ways. She was my best lady in our wedding. She mentored me on how to take care of my home. So if you think I'm doing well, then she's the reason why I am doing well. Those who know me, if you come to my kitchen, you find food menus. All that I got from her house. Everything that happens in my house is what I saw happen in her house. Then she mentored me in business. And here we are. We want to mentor you so that we can all grow together and be the best that we are meant to be. So she studied BA in international business, Bachelor of Arts, international business. She is also a holder of Masters in international relations. Please mute. Perez, you can mute everyone. She's the chairperson, Kenyan diaspora in Southeast Asia. She lives in Bangkok, so that explains why she's the chairperson in Kenyans in diaspora. She's a board member of Health Support Foundation, very passionate about mentoring entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs. She is the CEO and founder of Candia. Candia is a fresh food export company. So they export in Europe, many other countries. And being the CEO, meaning she's the number one salesperson in Candia. And she's a trained natural health practitioner. Some of the lessons we'll be teaching you is about to be healthy. Because for you to achieve big results, you have to keep healthy. You have to eat right. You have to exercise. You have to be the person that can achieve the results. And she's also a philanthropist. So Lucy is so many things. She'll be sharing with us after this, and you'll get to know her more. And that is the team that will be coaching you through this session. So before I go to the next session in terms of the offer and taking you through the platform, I would like to invite Lucy to share her story and to also share how she'll be supporting you to grow your revenue. Lucy?
Okay. Thank you.
It is 10 p.m. It is 11 p.m. now in Bangkok, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Eunice, for that introduction. I'm humbled. It's really nice to meet everyone here. And I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to meet each and every one of you in person. But before I proceed, because Eunice has done like a really broad introduction of who I am, let me introduce my husband, William, who's seated right here next to me. He's very instrumental and very supportive in everything that I do. I also have a partner, David Mulwa, who I believe is listening in. He's based in Kenya. David, are you there? Do you want to say hi?
Hey, everyone.
Okay. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah. Is it good evening? So my name is William, but for today's occasion, I will be Lucy's husband. I'm glad that you're all here, and I'm hoping that it will be a good experience for all of us.
Yeah, so thank you, David, thank you, William. So we are very proud of Eunice and this baby that she actually has started, and just looked us in to support in coaching, because we are we are actually 4 partners, and we're very passionate about mentoring young entrepreneurs and even sharing the experiences that the Lord has allowed us to have. So yes, as you heard, we started Candia FPS Limited about 21 years ago. So between David and myself, we are talking about at least 40 years of experience. Yeah. Before this, we actually worked in a similar organization, horticultural industry, and I was in marketing. David was in horticulture. He's very good in the agriculture sector. He's also very good in strategic management. His wife, Cleo, is also very supportive. She's in finance. And so we also have a logistics company. So if you guys want to do some clearing and forwarding, you can talk to us. Our products are not only sold abroad, we also have supplies locally in hotels and local supermarkets. So next time you go shopping for groceries, please look out for Candia FPS Limited. So now Eunice wanted me to share today about sales and marketing, but it's a very, very broad topic. And so I didn't know where to start. And so I think the best thing to go about this is for you guys to ask questions, and myself, David, and even William will chip in, and we'll try to support you as much as possible. But going forward, indeed, I'll be meeting you every week, as Eunice has said. We have a program, but it will be very interesting to also hear what topics that you guys would like us to cover, so we can include them in the program, because we want to see success at the end of this year. We are very committed to this, and we'll also be learning from you. It's two-way traffic, you know. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Thank you, Eunice. Oh, and I forgot to introduce my brother, Newton. He's Newton Bidaber, are you there? Expert in community development. Maybe he stepped out, but he introduced himself on the chat earlier.
And I did not introduce my husband, Joseph. I realize he's in the meeting. Please introduce yourself. He's been very supportive. Without him, we would not be able to do what we are doing. Just say hello. I think he's on the road.
Hi,
Hi.
Like Eunice has said, I'm Joseph Mburu, husband to Eunice, and yes, I've joined in shortly after the meeting began. I was on the road. Now I'm part on the listening in. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, before we proceed, Eunice, may I have David, my partner, say something? He's the one based in Kenya, so if you have a quick question, probably he's the person you would call, as opposed to me, who is 4 hours ahead. David?
Let me put in my video so then guys can see me. Sorry, I was in a different meeting earlier on, and so I have joined using Cleo's link that she had registered with. Just to welcome everyone, and to say, like Eunice said, and Lucy, that we are available for any questions that you may have, and we are looking forward to growing together. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we will have a questions and answer session where you can ask all the questions that you have. So I'm just going to proceed and show you how the platform looks like. Let me share the screen. Okay. Can you see my screen? So yeah, so when you join the community, this is what you will see. Let me remove this. This is what you're going to see. you will have this kind of a portal, and this portal has got the community environment, and this is where you'll be posting. For example, say you want to say it was a great session, I assume, and you can upload a video, you can just to share what you may have, or rather if you are taking a selfie video and you want to share so that people can see what you have experienced, you can do that. And okay, and then you can type what exactly do you want to say. And you can even add images. You can put in images to share, to just even your photos, whatever it is, you just do that and select the topic. Is it a general topic or is it a specific topic? And then you're done. And then you can publish. Once you publish, then all the other members of the community will be able to see. Just a minute. Yeah, so that's how you can see I've posted, and everybody else will be able to see what you have posted, and they can reply or like, just the same way it operates on Facebook. So you'll be able to do all that. Remember, we are coming from different sectors. Lucy experience is in the fresh foods, that's fast moving goods. And my experience is in the selling insurance, and other people experience, you find people who are coaches. So we have different experiences and we want to enjoy the richness of these experiences. So again, you'll also be able to see all the members of the community. So you'll be able to see who are the members of that community, and yeah, so you'll be able to see who is a member of this community. And then, sorry. Okay, so you'll be able to see then the courses that we have already prepared. So you click on products, so you'll see the different trainings that are available. Now, this is the training that we did, the 5 days challenge, for those who did not go through it. So you are advised to go through this first. And then, of course, there are downloads for the books. So each of the member of the community will have a copy of the books, especially the Sell Me This Pen book, because it's a guide. It's a material that you use together with the trainings that you have. And then for this particular cohort, what we have is the sales training for results. So this is, once you come here, time. Okay. Yeah, so you'll be able to see all the videos that we put in. So you can see on this side is the title of the topic of that particular video, and there's assignment below that you will need to a very practical assignment that you need to do. Now, the assignment number 1 that you're going to go through is found here, whereby you're going to set goals. So this particular form, you're setting yourself up to double or triple your what you achieved last year. So you're going to fill in this form. You're going to tell us, because the product that you sell or the service that you sell, what company you're working with and the sponsor, and your expectations for this program. And then you're going to start setting goals. Now, we're very categorical that you need to set audacious, big goals. A goal that when you achieve, you will look back and say, I don't believe I did it. That only God helped me do this. So that big, audacious goal. So you're going to set it there. So that is the target. And then why do you want to achieve it? Your why, because it is not about setting the goal. Why you want to achieve the goal is very important, because the why will keep you going when the going gets tough. So this, you need to have a very strong why you must achieve it. Some people are actually, their kids are being sent home for school fees. Your why could just be that I do not want to see my children be sent home for school fees anymore. I want to be able to afford school fees. And when you're doing this, you need to put it in affirmative, that I want to achieve it so that I want to do this so that I achieve some, positive results. Some people want to buy a home. It depends. So just set your goal. Then what kind of a person do you need to be for you to achieve these goals? Because not everyone will achieve goals. You have to be the right person to do that. And the beauty is, and the good news is that person, you decide who you want to become. Will you need to be lighter? When I decided I was going to do a very audacious goal, I realized I was very heavy and I decided I needed to shed off some weight. So, and all this will be guiding you on how to go through, step by step on how to achieve all this. Okay, so why, what kind of a person you need to become? Who do you need to enlist in that? Because you need a support system. Already, we are offering ourselves as your mentor and coaches, but you need other support. Is it your spouse? Is it your house help? Especially for ladies. You cannot achieve big goals if you have to go and wash those utensils, because it takes away the focus. So who do you need? And can you share this goal with them? Is it a friend who want to see you succeed? Who is this that you must enlist? Now, what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve this goal? Remember, we said it's 3 months. So what is this that you're willing to sacrifice? What are some of these behaviors that you need to let go for those 3 months so that you can focus on this goal? And what is your go-to market? How will you achieve it? How will you reach your customers? Do you do phone calls? Do you do emails? Is it door-to-door? And again, we'll be sharing on how to be able to identify how to go about this. And then the final one is, how will you feel once you have achieved this goal? Just visualize, yourself with more money, more revenue, having cleared your debts. How will that feel? Put it down. And I've put it, long answers so that you can just dream, write them. And once you complete this form, it comes to us and we'll go through it. And why we go through it is so that we are able to know how to help you and how to support you. Okay, so those are some of the things that you're going to be seeing. Other dashboards that we have, just a minute. Yes, and then this is the other dashboard that you'll be tracking. Okay, this we're starting from January, but you start from March 1st. So you'll be sharing, how much have you spent in marketing activities? What are the number of leads generated? And again, through the video trainings, all this is explained. So you'll be able to learn from the videos and then actualize with using these tools. How many leads have you generated? How many customers did you close? What is the total revenue for that week? And how much revenue are you getting per customer? The reason for this question is because we need to identify, are you working too hard and making so little? And then we are able to adjust and help you with strategies that could help you get customers, will give you more revenue per customer. And then what is your customer acquisition cost? Is it higher than the revenue you're generating? So we'll be tracking all these so that we are able to support you better. So that is how the platform looks like. And the next thing I want to share is, you will ask me questions after this. Let me share something else. Your investment, what do you need to invest for you to be able to achieve those goals that you have set? As you can see, you're the one setting the goals. You're the one working to achieve the goals. We are acting as your guide. Recently, this year, I started hiking, or is it climbing or hiking? I started climbing mountains, and we always have a guide to guide us towards the, to the right trails. I haven't gotten lost, but I hear people get lost in those trails if you don't follow the guide. And so that is what we are to you. And sometimes you get tired and the guide will, if it's a very steep climb, they might throw a rope for you to be able to climb. So your investment, your time is, you need to invest at least 10 minutes a day in learning. Going through those videos, they're very customized to our market. They are very practical. So you need to dedicate at least 10 minutes a day of learning. You will need to dedicate at least 5,000 shillings per month or $50 per month in terms of money to belong to this community. You need to invest your emotions. You need to get truly connected and engaged in the process. And you need to have spiritual investment, which you commit the whole process to God, because He is the one who enables us to generate wealth. So we need to go back to Him and say, you are the enabler. Please enable us to be able to achieve these targets that you've set. And He says, commit your ways unto the Lord, and you will be successful. Then there's a mental commitment, whereby you need the right mental attitude. You need the right, you need to be mentally tough, because some of the things we'll be asking you to do are a bit uncomfortable. You've never done them before, but we'll be asking you to do them if you want to achieve the result. And there's also physical investment. At least you need to exercise at least 3 times a week. Why? Because you need energy. Now, mental and physical go together. If you don't have physical energy, even you're not able to think properly. And somebody said the hardest job is thinking. So we want you to have to be easy in terms of thinking. It need to be easy for you. So you need to commit to, physical exercise, because we don't want you to get a burnout in the next 3 months, because it requires intense focus, and you need to be healthy. You need to be strong, both body, mind, spirit, soul, financially, and time-wise. Okay, so that's your investment. And today we have some offers. If you sign up between today and tomorrow, 12 p.m., you'll get 20% discount on your first month, subscription. If you pay in advance 3 months, you get 15% discount for the 3 months payment. If you pay in 6 months in advance, 20%, and 25% if you pay annual. So the first offer only lasts tomorrow midday. The other offers are available. Okay, so it's your choice. And this is your moment. And specifically, I know Lucy will be answering a lot of your questions. So please go ahead and ask the question. You can lift your hand, or you can type the question in the chat section. Or what else can you do? Yes, just raise your hand or chat.
Eunice, I see a comment here saying, please repeat the offers, please.
Oh, okay. Let me put them up again. Yeah, those are the offers. The offer number 1 lasts tomorrow, 12 p.m. because it's 1st of March, and you want you to get started on your path to double or triple your revenue.
Okay, and I have a question here by Anonymous. He requested to be anonymous. How do you help someone who can't finish one thing without being distracted by another thing?
So would you want to answer that one?
Okay, the question is, how do you...
I'll repeat it. How do you help someone who can't finish one thing without being distracted buy another thing?
I think probably pair up with someone who is very focused, who is able to carry through a task, an accountability partner. So if we decide we are going to do what? We are selling, let's say we are selling insurance, and then along the insurance, you meet a guy who sells cars and suddenly you want to sell cars. You need somebody to tell you, hey, focus on insurance right now. And once the insurance is stable, then we can move into cars. At the moment, I can only think of an accountability partner. I don't know if David or William wants to add something on that.
I think Lucy is giving a very practical answer, because a lot of these things really depend on you in terms of your own personal discipline. I think this is something that we know. So obviously, and having an accountability partner is something that should work for a lot of people. But I think also what is being advocated here is really having a goal. You know, that discipline of having a goal and seeing it through. The accountability partner I see coming, providing, because we're also in a competitive space. So if you're paired with an accountability partner and you see that accountability partner staying on task and enjoying some success, that inevitably will translate into some kind of motivation to you. So that's the way I would look at it.
Mm-hmm. David?
Yeah, I fully agree with what Lucy and William have said. And I must say, in the day and age that we live in, there's a lot of distraction, especially from social media. So yeah, you must have the goal that you have set. You must be focused on what you want to achieve, and that's why Eunice said you must be very clear on the why. Why do you want to do this? What is the goal for you? What do you want to achieve? There are many times that I'm sure that probably some of us wake up and they want to do something. They had a goal to do something, and then you jump into social media, Instagram or Facebook, and before you know it, 30 minutes is gone or an hour is gone. And by the end, you are annoyed that you actually spend so much. So if you find that is your source of distraction, probably it'd be best placed to get rid of it. Yeah.
Okay, Anonymous, I hope your question has been answered. I see a question a request from Collins Melford. He's inquiring the amount one needs to join the community.
You need 5,000 shillings per month.
Okay. And then Ms. Kenta says, sales is always about adapting and innovating. How do we maintain this momentum?
Eunice, do you want me to go? Okay, I think it's very important to hang out with people who are like you, who are doing sales. Keep yourself abreast with what is happening in your industry. Travel, and I'll give you an example for us in our industry. There's an expo that happens in Europe once a year, and we try very hard to make sure that either 2 or 3 of us are there, or even just one. Because when you go there, you meet like-minded people, you get to know what's the latest technology, what's the latest packaging, materials. You meet people who are very driven, and you sort of tap into that energy. And so, yeah, just keep yourself abreast, read, watch news. You're talking about social media being distracting, but sometimes that's where you get information that you need. So, but hang out with people who are like-minded. And I think one of the things that this platform is trying to offer is that kind of a network where you're talking to people who are driven, who want the same things that you want. If when you have time, read 7 Principles of the ego. Yeah, and you'll see how the ego operates. Yeah, I don't want to go into that right now because I want to give William and David also an opportunity to respond to that.
I'll pass on the opportunity to David.
Probably I would say one of the other things that, just to add on to what Lucia said, is patience. Sometimes you are trying to move from one point to the next, and like is the case in all scenarios, you may reach some plateaus. If you look at the way, the market goes. For example, if you're looking at the Nairobi Stock Exchange, if you look at the way the stock exchange goes, there may be scenarios where the prices are going up, but they never go up in a straight line. They go up in bits. So it goes up a bit, it plateaus, it goes up a bit, it plateaus. And sometimes when you reach that plateau, you may feel like nothing is happening, you know. So you need the patience and to put in the work without with the realization that it's only by building momentum that you can have more stamina to take on other challenges, bigger challenges as they come along. Yeah.
Yeah, and as Lucia said, this platform, this is actually the reason why we started the community, because salespeople get distracted more than other people. They're what we call the shiny objects. So because you're in the market so much, you're meeting customers a lot, you see more problems that you can solve, and you can easily get distracted instead of keeping the focus. So this is basically to just bring you back, to remind you that, you know, this is where you set out to go. Please go, and you realize you've broken it down to short months, 3 months, so that you can focus for at least 3 months. Once you achieve the goal in 3 months, you believe so much in yourself and in your capacity, you want to do it another 3 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. A question from Lois Juma. Is there an offer for a group joining? And another one from Willie Tanui. How long is someone expected to commit? Is it 1 year?
Wow, that's a good question. How long is someone expected to commit? This is a 3-year journey we are starting. However, I recommend that at least just give yourself a commitment of the next 3 months. So that we have a sprint of 3 months, and then because in 3 months, you'll have seen whether this is adding value for you, whether you're getting the results you want, and then you can reconsider renewing. Remember, our year, we've divided it into 3 months year. So for now, focus 3 months, let's get the results, let's commit the next 3 months like that until we achieve the target, which is, in the next 3 to 5 years, you're looking at growing 20 times. That's a huge number. So it will take a lot of commitment and a lot of focus. So I hope, Willie, I've answered you. Lois, is there an offer for group joining? Do we have that? Not thought about that yet. Can we get back to you on that? Yeah.
Okay, Lois, as Eunice has said, we'll get back to you on that. And I can see a comment from Janie. Find others with similar goals. One advantage, Find others with similar goals. One advantage to sharing your goals with others is that it enables you to find people who are working towards the same or similar goals. This can help motivate you towards achieving them. I agree. That is precisely the reason this community is here. We are all working along this journey towards the same goal, achieving. They may be different, but ultimately, we are working towards the same thing. Yeah. Any more questions? And as you're posting your questions, I posted a poll earlier regarding, and it asked what day of the week you'd like this session to be. And 57% of you, which was the majority, said Monday. The choices were Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 57% said Monday. And then I post, okay, the other choices were Wednesday, that was 26%, and 17% said Friday. So Monday was a majority. And the other poll I posted was, what time of the day would you like the session? And 77% said in the evening, that is 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Yeah, so majority wanted Monday from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Any more questions? And I think I can speak for everyone. I hope I can speak for everyone and say that I'm very excited to partake this journey, because Eunice always says it's not the goal. Achieving the goal is great, but it's the person who you become on the journey to achieving the goal. So I'm very excited. I hope you all are too. And I see a question here from Jeremy Nyanga. Will the presentation or the recording be shared in our emails?
Yeah, we can share that. We can share. We'll share it in the platform and give you access to the specific video if you're not a member. Yeah.
Okay. Any other question? I see a question from Raymond Momani. At what point do you get to know or realize something is not working for you? For example, in insurance sales?
Wow, that's a very good question. At what point do you realize something is not working for you? I would, Lucy, when do you realize?
Well, that's a very interesting question. I think before you start any business, you need to have a plan in place, yeah, with SMART goals, short-term, long-term, right? And you have the short-term goals, it could be 6 months, it could be 1 year, and then reevaluate maybe after 2 years, you know, or every 6 months reevaluate whether you're achieving your goals. And if you're not achieving them, why are you not achieving them? Is it internal factors? Is it external factors? Is it the skills? And once you've put your all, you have the right skills, you have the capital, you know, see, why is it not working for you? Really, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm not sure I'm answering that question very, 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 very clearly.
Yeah.
But I think when you have goals, yeah, and plans, you know, broken down into short periods of, let's say, 3-6 months, then you'll be able to track your trajectory and see whether you're making progress or you're not. Yeah, that's what I can think of my head. But I think William wants to add on to that.
Actually, okay, let me say this. I think what one of the things that Eunice talked about when she was doing the presentation, she talked about this whole concept of 12 weeks. You know, you're breaking it down into, you know, to what she called the 3 months year. I think this is a good starting point, and this is why you're having this tool, so that you can go into you can leverage on this tool to track and monitor where you're going. And as you monitor, of course, you'll have signposts, you'll have milestones, so you'll be able to track. I mean, we're living in the real world, yeah. So at some point, you will have to do an evaluation. You will have to look back and you have to look and say, is this thing working? Is this thing really working for me? Because what we have seen in the time that we have been in business, a lot of times people get into business not because it's something that they have thought about doing in the first place, but probably they just get caught up in what everybody else is doing. It works for some people, but it doesn't work for most people, unfortunately, and this is the reality. So you need to have blog post and say, at this point, I need to go back and do a reevaluation and see, is it working for me? And then you need to make a call. So in every business, the way I see it, you also need to have an exit strategy. You don't go in, and once you go in, you say, I'm in this for the long haul. Of course, there's a place for wisdom, and that's why I believe this tool is important, so that you have a tool that can help you monitor to see whether you're on task. I think we're really talking about staying on task. So you can monitor your progress, and if it's not working, you have people who are working with you, people who are coaching with you, or holding your hand and telling you, look, I think you need to take a break, or you need to adopt a different strategy.
David?
I think you more or less covered it, largely. And yeah, different industries will require different, would have different, what should I call it? Would require different trajectories, So before you, I don't think it's necessarily an issue of saying exactly it's 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. Yes, time is finite, there's nobody who has got, we are all here for a limited period of time. So you must be clear from the beginning, then how much energy and time are you willing to put into something before you decide whether you're moving forward or going back. But then this is relative in the different industries or spaces that you will decide to go into. So that's why it's important to do some research at the beginning. In many cases, people go into something that they have an idea. So somebody probably was working in that industry and they want to go into business themselves in that industry. So they have an idea how long it takes. So if you look back, you will know very well whether it is working or not, depending on how much energy and time that you put in. And in comparison, what is happening with the others who are in the same space with you. Yeah.
And just to add on to that is, if you've put in all the mechanisms and you've got all the support that you need and it's still not working, you just have to make that call and say, and that's why it's important to just give it your best, give it your all, so that then you don't say, I wish I had done something different. Somebody told me that you regret the things you did not do. So don't leave out anything for tomorrow, and then you say, it hasn't favored me. It could be just, maybe you just needed a mentor or somebody to hold your hand, and then you make it. So just try all that you can, and and then if it doesn't work, then it hasn't worked, and it is okay. And one of the things we'll be looking at is, what is failure to you? Because we need to redefine what failure is, so that we have the right perspective of both success and failure. Okay, so I think it's 7:31, so it's past time, and there are no more questions.
Yeah,
there is great insights. How do we apply value proposition? Please join the community. Those are some of the things that you'll be looking at. The whole aim is to enable you shine in sales, grow your revenue, and value proposition are some of the courses that you'll be going through, so that you can be able to craft a very compelling value proposition for your customers. You'll also be able to identify who your customers are, because you're not selling to everybody. Not everybody is your customer. So who exactly is your customer? What are their challenges? What motivates them? All this will be tackled in the training. So I think Perez, do you have anything else to add?
No, just that I've shared our contacts at the chat box, but I can just say it out loud. You can reach us at sales@20timesentrepreneurs.com or at 0742 526 597.
Please, yes, there is a link to join the community. Perez, please share the link, the 20xentrepreneurs.com. Just go to 20xentrepreneurs.com, and then you will, I believe our developer has already put in the offers that you have offered today so that you enjoy the offer. Yeah, so just go to 20xentrepreneurs.com and register today. Yeah. And so can we call it a day? And anything else? Lucy, do you have anything else to add?
Thank you so much for joining us on our lounge. And I, William, David, we are all looking forward to walking this journey together. We will support you as you support us. God bless you.
Thank you very much. And I think we need to add with the word of prayer. We started with prayer. I want to ask someone to pray for us. Who is there? Please, if I pick you, just pray. Don't say you don't know how to pray. Ruth Joroge. I've just picked her name.
I had a feeling you'll pick me. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for the enlightening. I think the number will help us even to catch up. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for an opportunity to be able to learn and an opportunity to enable us to increase in whatever aspect or businesses that you have called us. My prayer, Lord, is that as we continually engage in this, we will be better, not only for now, but for future, that this will have an impact in our lives, in our businesses, in our families, and we will come back, Lord, to say thank you. Provide all the finances required. I pray even for the commitment that we will be committed to do what is expected of us. If there is any reading, if there is any activity to follow up, give us the commitment, even in our busy schedules. As we continue on, I speak a blessing upon Eunice and the other people that are partnering in this 20X. I pray that you'll continually bless them, even as they bring out ideas and make this program run to the end. And so, Lord, watch over us, bless our families until we meet again. I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you. Yeah, Eunice has shared where to register. It's at www.20xentrepreneurs.com. Unless Eunice, you're speaking on mute.
It is 20X.
Yes. Oh, I said 20 times. Okay, 20X. Sorry, yeah, 20xentrepreneurs.com. Unless anyone has anything else to say, see you next time, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. See you at the community.
An extraordinary psychology, right? Extraordinary psychology means you got to live in an extraordinary state. To be in an extraordinary state, you got to condition your nervous system, your body, your physiology and focus to be at their best. Then to do that, though, you can do that. Why doesn't everybody? Not because you can't. We all have the ability. It's because of our standards. Think about your own life. I know there have been areas in your life where some point in time you just shifted and you raised the standard and your life changed. Because whatever people have their identity attached to, they live. We live who we believe we are.
My journey from here to there was lonely. The reason?
I was willing to be wrong and admit wrong so that I could grow and so that I could change. You see, growth is a result of bad habits dropped, wrong priorities changed, and new ways of thinking embraced. It happens only when we question ourselves enough to ask serious questions from others.